Welcome back to the Indianapolis Aeros franchise. We have made it through the wild card round and will face the mighty Tampa Bay Rays, who have one of the most star-studded teams in the majors to this point, and they have been waiting the winner of the Red Sox and the Aeros in their first ever playoff series win it. We have a tough task versus the Rays. They have two award winners in Taj Bradley, who won a Gold Glove at pitcher, and Bryan Reynolds, who they acquired via free agency last offseason. This team is loaded. They have enough starting pitchers to start another MLB team. I'm not kidding at all. And then looking around their positions, I mean, they have all kinds of players. William Contreras behind the plate. They have Luis Arias. They have Luis Urias. How about that? Wander Franco still in the middle of their infield. Paredes as well. And then also in the outfield, they still have Randy Arozarena. They obviously signed Bryan Reynolds because he won that Silver Slugger. And then they also signed one of the top international free agents last offseason. So this is a team that you can't make many mistakes against. Well, we'll see if the Aeros can keep up their hot bats as we face Shane McClanahan on the mound for game number 1. He has a 1-2-3 whip, 190 strikeouts in the regular season. Here we go. The first at-bat will be Ray Gonzalez, who hits leadoff versus left-handed pitching, and he will ground out to short. Here's what the lineup looks like today. We are not changing much at all coming from the first series, as we did not really, sub anybody in to start in a spot start. But Pat Washington still hitting last. He's somebody to watch out for. Great defensively, but he did not do anything offensively. Didn't even register a hit in the first wild card series. Joey Meneses hitting great so far here in the playoffs. 375. He goes to right field. Fun fact, Joey Meneses actually won the Silver Slugger Award last season. He was acquired at the trade deadline to hit at the top of our lineup, bringing up Alex Verdugo, who gets one over the middle of the plate, actually. A pretty good pitch to hit, but Bryan Reynolds, covering a lot of ground in center field, will get to that one. As that brings up Salvador Perez, hitting 500 so far in the playoffs. He skies one to right field, but that one will just hang up there and be the third out of the inning. We know McClanahan is one of the best pitchers in the majors. It's going to be tough to register runs against him. A surprise game 1 start here for Todd Workman. I thought he was excellent in the regular season. I don't think the numbers really speak for how good of a pitcher he was. I really love pitching with him. He has great command as well. He's going to need it versus this tough lineup. Here's Randy Arozarena to start it out. And a slider over the middle of the plate. Randy Arozarena is fooled on that one. As that brings up Luis Arias, the hit king. He swings and misses at an outside changeup. And 2 straight strikeouts here for Workman. That brings up Reynolds to the plate. Outside slider. And he did check his swing, but the ump says he did not go around. So now they have a runner on first base here with William Contreras at the plate. He swings and hits this one deep down the right field line. That gets all the way to the wall. Verdugo will field it off of the wall, get it to the cutoff man. And look at Reynolds. He's looking to score, but the throw from Ian Happ will get him. What an excellent relay right there from the Aeros, and that's why you put your best defensive outfield out there in the playoffs. And Verdugo with a great throw to Happ, and Happ right on time. Reynolds is tagged at the plate. So a run saved as that brings up Ian Happ. Right after you make a good play defensively, it always seems like you get a hit. That's a hit to right field, and that will be a 1-out single here in the second inning. Wojo Taikan, who's coming off of a pretty decent year. He got hurt for another season, but he is here for the playoffs and healthy. He swings and misses at that one, bringing up Cam Collier. 3-2 pitch. He gets one over the middle. This one is deep to center field, but the way Bryan Reynolds is running, he's going to run that down right before the warning track. That one was crushed to dead center field, but nonetheless, it's the third out of the inning. We face Brandon Lowe and Nathaniel Lowe on the same team. Those brothers will play for the Rays here in this series. So that brings up Luis Urias, who hits one well to center. But right at Pat Washington, that one gets us through the second inning. So still a 0-0 game here. It's figuring to be a good one as both pitchers are pitching pretty well on the mound. That brings up Ray Gonzalez back to the plate here to start the top of the third. This one's crushed to left field, and it's going to make it over the wall. Home run for the kid. 372. That was hit 110 miles an hour, 109.9 to be exact, but it was crushed. Ray has excellent contact versus left. He has excellent vision as well, and he makes it 1-0. He's been hitting the ball for power this year as that continues this inning with Verdugo at the plate. He hits one to left center. Brian Reynolds misplays it. It gets all the way to the wall. And look at Verdugo. He's looking to get to third, but he will be gunned down. So Brian Reynolds makes up for his blunder in center by getting a good throw to the cutoff man. And it remains 1-0. Top of the order back at the plate here for the Rays, and that's Arozarena. He will ground out to second. Bringing up Luis Arraez to the plate. Outside cutter for a strike 3. Workman has not gotten into any trouble so far, only giving up 1 hit through 3. We'll see what we can do here in the top of the 4th inning. Salvador Perez at the plate, who's hitting the ball extremely well. That one was smoked. 114 off the bat to left field. And it's going to be a leadoff single. Perez does not have any wheels at all. That brings up Ian Happ, who hits one to the gap. Perez is going to have to get on his horse here with 18 speed. It makes it all the way to the wall. We all know Brian Reynolds has an excellent arm in center. He gets it to the cutoff man. The throw home will not be in time, though. And Ian Happ comes through with an RBI double. Ian Happ has been clutch for us so far in this series. This is his 3rd year with the team, and as you know, he's going into a contract offseason where he will be a unrestricted free agent. Ojo Taikan, he flies out to right field as that brings up Cam Collier, who hit a pretty nice ball to dead center earlier, but he just hangs this one up in right field. Low is under that one. And it is 2-0 here as we get into the bottom of the 4th inning. Brian Reynolds, Silver Slugger Award winner, hits one hard to third base. Cam Collier cannot field that one cleanly, and they will rule that one a base hit. William Contreras at the plate now. Low changeup, and Workman, his first trouble here in the 4th inning as he walks the 3 and 4 hitters in this lineup. Wander Franco now to the plate. Outside cutter, that's on the corner. Franco was fooled because that was clearly in the zone. Workman's 6th strikeout. Brandon Lowe to the plate. Inside cutter again. Strike 3. And now he is 1 out away from getting out of this jam after 2 straight strikeouts. His 7th K. Ground ball to Cam. Over to second. And how about the pitching from Todd Workman? Coming in a spot start. Not really a spot start, but a surprise start. As now we hold this lead 2-0 into the 5th inning. Shane McClanahan's pitch count is getting up there. It's getting close to 100 as he walks Ray Gonzalez, bringing up Joey Meneses, who hits one hard to the right side. That one's through the infield. So now we have runners on 1st and 2nd. 1 out as the middle of our order comes to the plate. And that's going to bring up Alex Verdugo, who has honestly not even come around yet so far in the playoffs, but he's still hitting the ball hard. He hits one to center field. That one probably is going to hold Ray Gonzalez at second, and it will. But that brings up the number 4 hitter, Salvador Perez, who is hitting the ball great so far in the playoffs. He gets one inside. That one's crushed. Salvador Perez stays hot at the plate. 5-0. Perez, 435 to left, 107 exit velo. And wow, Perez is just hot at the plate right now. He's turned into a big free agent signing for us. He is making about $15 million over 2 years. Actually, $30 million total, but $15 million a year. 5-0 here as that brings up Paulo Reyes, who's hitting just as hot, and he stays hot as well. Back-to-back for Reyes and Perez. 6-0 arrows. That one was high and in tight, and that was crushed. 111 exit velo. Paulo Reyes has turned into quite the star. He won AL Rookie of the Year when he was a rookie. He's now hitting his career high average hit 290. The sky is the limit for Reyes at first base. They go to the bullpen. McClanahan's day is done. Luis Patino will come in out of the pen. Now, we know the Rays have an excellent bullpen, so we'd really have to watch ourselves here and continue to hit smart. Well, this inning keeps going. There's 2 outs in this inning, but Ian Happ walks, bringing up Ojo, who hits 1-2 left center. That one will get to the wall, and Ian Happ has decent speed. We're going to try to send him all the way from first. The throw home will not be in time. It is 7-0 here for your Indianapolis Arrows, and there's still 2 outs. This inning is still going. That brings up Cam Collier, who hits one well down the left field line. That gets down 2. And Arozarena will come up throwing to second, but a run will come across the plate. It's 8-0. A big 5th inning here for the Arrows. These are the type of innings that win you games, win you series. And we just continue to stay hot as Pat Washington comes to the plate. He hits one hard to the right side, but right at Nathaniel Lowe in right field. And how about that inning right there? It is 8-0. Bottom 8. Todd Workman still working hard here on the mound. No pun intended. That's an out at first base. Good throw by Cam Collier. Bringing up Arozarena. Workman's just over the century mark in pitches. His 102nd pitch of the game is a slider. Strike 3 swinging. Arozarena has struck out twice on that slider. As we move on to the top of the 7th inning, that was the 10th K from Todd Workman on the bump. Ian Happ continuing to hit the ball hard in this one. That's a single to right field over the second baseman on Luis Arraez's head. As now we continue this dominant performance at the plate. Cam Collier, who hits one to center field. That one drops in there. Brian Reynolds was playing kind of deep on that, and it dropped in. Probably would have been a hit in normal depth as well, as the Rays have seen enough from him, and they bring in Maxwell Lester out of the bullpen. Excellent ERA in the regular season, 1.93 and below a 1 whip. So we go to pinch hit for Pat Washington, who has been struggling at the plate. We bring in Jack Sawinski. He hits one well to left field. That one is down. We will send Ojo, and he will score. 9-0 here for the Arrows in dominant fashion here in game number 1. We're almost at a 10-run lead. Ray Gonzalez, ground ball up the middle. Good play by Wander Franco. They will turn 2 on that one. But the Arrows add another one here as we move on to the top of the 8th inning. That brings up the red-hot Salvador Perez, 2 for 4 in this one. Came into this series hitting .500, and he crushes this one again. Deep to left field, off of the wall. And it's going to be a long single for Perez. Only 18 speed. He's probably laughing at first base on that one. As that brings up Paulo Reyes again. Remember, he went deep earlier, as he is 1 for 4 in this one. He gets another one! It's gone 11-0. What a statement here by the Arrows in the playoffs. And they are showing that they are here to stay. This was meant to be here for the Arrows this year. We won the AL Central versus over the Cleveland Guardians for the first time in this series this year. The Guardians won the previous 3 AL Central championships. But now here we are in the playoffs and showing that we belong. Bottom 8 now. They do get bases loaded, but Jacob McDonald pitches out of this jam, and it's a double play. The Rays have not scored any runs in this one, and it doesn't look like they're going to score at all as we move into the 9th inning. McDonald still on the mound. Andrew Vaughn, a little flare out to second. The throw on to first, and the Arrows will take game number 1. How about this showing from the Arrows? A big-time victory. How about the game from Todd Workman? He finished with 11 strikeouts, pitched 6 innings, 3 hits, 3 walks. I mean, you cannot get a more dominant performance from your pitcher at all. And then Paulo Reyes and Salvador Perez continued to battle neck and neck, honestly, for so far the postseason MVP, as they are hitting the ball like no other. So we move on to game number 2 here on the road. This is a 5-game set, remember, in the ALDS. And we put on Jordan Montgomery on the mound. He gives up a run in the first inning. So it's 1-0 for the Rays. And As you can see, our offense isn't doing anything. But William Contreras goes deep. Solo shot makes it 2-0 so far. The Arrows do not have a hit, but look at Jordan Montgomery in more trouble. But he does get out of that 4th inning, and now we move on to the top of the 5th. Ojo Taikon gets the first hit, but no runs doing, and William Contreras goes deep for the 2nd time. Now we have to change pitchers. It's 3-0 here in the 5th inning, and once again, bases loaded. Genesis Cabrera comes in. We get 1 out, we get 2 outs, and we do not give up any more runs after that home run by William Contreras. Here he goes up to the plate again, and I'm thinking about William Contreras being at the plate. He's already went deep twice, so I will go to the bullpen, and I'm really debating who to put in here. I put in Babe Miller, and he goes to the gap for a double. He's 3 for 4. It's 5-0 here for the Rays. They have 11 hits, and they continue to put base runners on. And look at the Arrows. We're not doing anything. We have 4 hits. This is basically the reverse of Game 1. The Arrows have not come to hit. The Tampa Bay Rays have, and their pitching is shutting us down. And they bring in Maxwell Lester here in the 9th inning, and he will shut us down and get 1 out for the Rays. And they will take game number 2, 5-0, off of William Contreras' 2 home runs, going 4 for 5. So, next episode, we will finish out the ALDS. We will at least play 2 of the next 3 games to see if we will advance to the ALCS. It's going to be exciting. You don't want to miss it. Hit subscribe. Hit that like button. It's 1-1 here. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
It's too easy. I've been there, done it, seen it. Boy, all that like Keenan. Still got crack, they fiendin'. Flow still hot like Phoenix. Shine so bright, I'm gleaming. This off top, I'm tweaking. Fresh out the rat like Neiman. And I'm still trying to fight my demons. Cause we all gotta act like Tina. That's why I gotta ride with the Nina. Outside, it's a war.